Sometimes I wish to run away. Sometimes I want to run away. But you can't judge a book looking at the cover. You can't love someone messing with another. No, you can't win a war fighting with your brother. You wanna have peace, gotta love one another. On the ground, maybe in a new life we can turn this thing around. But you can't judge a book looking at the cover. You can't love someone messing with another. No, you can't win a war. Ain't no stopping me, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. This is good old JR Jim Ross alongside the world's oldest teenager, Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And I'm very interested tonight to see how Sheldon Benjamin looks, having just announced his partnership with Shawn Michaels and Gregory Helms.
I expect more big things from Sheldon from now on. Can't join a faction with Shawn Michaels and not pick up a thing or two. But let's not forget, Michaels was the leader of the legendary D-Generation X stable back in the day, and they caused nothing but trouble for the superstars of Raw.
The Heartbreak Kid has promised that this is an entirely different group, King. And since Benjamin is coming to the ring alone, without backup, I'm inclined to believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington.
I don't care how rainy it gets, JR. Nothing's gonna dampen the spirits of these Seattle fans.
You're right about that, King, especially not when we got such a great show ahead of us.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
Man, JR, when I think of, wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this excellent counter. What ring presence.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. We've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
When I look at what Shelton Benjamin has become, it turns my Sooner stomach like burnt orange. I can't believe a bright young kid with his potential has led to success go straight to his head like this.
I think you're just jealous, JR. Why can't you give Shelton the credit he deserves?
I'd give him all the credit in the world, King. He's held the tag team title. He's practically spent more time with the Intercontinental title than he has without it. But it seems like the more successful he gets, the more of an ass he becomes.
Well, I think that if Shelton had to choose between all of his success and making you happy, I'm pretty sure I know which way he'd go. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I've got to say, he could pin him right here, JR.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR?
Hey, man, wait up a second. That right there was one hell of a match. Am I right? You know, HBK and I have been talking about our new group, and he said he's had his eye on you. And after what you just showed me in the ring, well, what do you think about joining up with us?
Did I just hear that right? Is Shelton looking to add a fourth member to their new stable?
And it sounds to me like Shawn Michaels has already approved the plan.
Look, man, you don't have to answer us right now. Take some time, think about it, and let us know by next week.
Can you imagine him with Shelton Benjamin, Shawn Michaels, and Gregory Helms as partners, King?
They'd be unstoppable. He'd have to be an idiot to turn that down.
Red eyes, just keep my heart beating, your secret safe with me. Just drive a broken our mirror so our past won't look so tempting. I never thought it'd feel this good to quit. Failure tastes so sweet. I'm not afraid anymore. Forgive me. I'll swing here. I'll hang from this rope just at least until they found me. Stay close, dear. The note on the floor says I wish that you were here. I never thought it'd feel this good to quit. Failure tastes so sweet. I'm not afraid anymore. Forgive me. So long to the future I never had a chance anyway.
The Heartbreak Kid feels he has a score to settle here tonight against a man who allegedly attacked his stablemate, Gregory Helms.
Allegedly? Come on, JR. Helms said he saw exactly who did it, and it was all because Helms didn't think he was a good fit for their stable. And after what just happened to him, it looks like he was exactly right.
The facts do seem to be on Gregory Helms' side. But I have to wonder if Michaels isn't making a rash judgment here. It's too bad things have taken such a turn for the worse, because I was really looking forward to seeing this superstar in Shawn Michaels' new stable.
Yeah, but you heard what Michael said. This isn't DX or Evolution or any of those gangs. There's no place in their group for a thug who jumps people backstage just because he disagrees with them.
Well, keep in mind, all we have are secondhand reports of Gregory Helms' account of the attack. Prudence would indicate that we wait until all the facts are in before judging.
What the heck are you talking about, JR? Who the heck is Prudence?
Raw is live tonight from Oakland, California. I'm Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a hotter crowd, JR. These Oakland fans are completely out of control. This is going to be great.
You're not wrong, King. The Bay Area's always been a hot spot for the superstars of Raw, and tonight is no exception. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that. Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here. What a counter!
You're not going to get him with that one. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
You sure they can afford it, JR? How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an
He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
He reversed it. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
we can see a tap out right here, JR.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Well, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who could hold a candle to...
Got your boy in the boat. Man, I gotta watch you in my about to take these off the Godzilla bankroll, stole some silly on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazer, stay ballin' with.
He's trying to make peace with the Heartbreak Kid, King, but I'm not sure Shawn Michaels is having any of it.
Of course he isn't, JR. The showstopper has been around long enough to know that the minute he turns his back on someone like this, he's gonna get a chair across it. I don't think HBK is...
My God! Sweet chin music from out of nowhere!
Shawn Michaels saw right through his act. He wasn't going to fall for it.
I hope HBK hasn't made a terrible mistake here, because that's one superstar you don't want to make an enemy of if you can help it.
And sunshine, a perfect world on a perfect day. Everything
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. A textbook reversal there. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
He saw that one coming. He reversed it. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
understand why you like Carlito so much, JR. What, did he lie to you and tell you that you were cool or something?
I've never been accused of being cool by Carlito or anyone else, King. Quite frankly, I'm not sure I'd know cool if it bit me on my Oklahoma Sooner backside.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, Jay.
And there he goes! The submission is locked in!
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here! I gotta say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports.
Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got...
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, the referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile.
Oh, boy, the referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. Here's the cover, JR. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
Well, it looks like we're not taking on any more recruits after all. It's going to be you, me, and the showstopper. Just the way we wanted it.
And man, am I happy about that. We both joined this gig to work with Shawn Michaels and get ahead. There's only so much room under the learning tree. Me, you, and that other guy. Three's a crowd.
You're telling me. I'm just glad HBK believed my backstage attack story because he was pretty set on bringing that jerk in.
Yeah, I think you convinced just about everybody. Now come on, put on that neck brace. We gotta go meet up with the boss.
Don't bother. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Sean, what's up? We were, just talking about...
I know. I heard. Everything. You two are responsible for me attacking an innocent man. And why? Because I thought he'd attacked you, Greg, and you're hardly innocent yourself.
But...
Save it. I've got to go and try to make things right. And the three of us are gonna have a very long talk about this later.
I knew it! I knew it was a setup all along!
Oh, please. You believed everything Gregory Helms said, and so did HBK. But the question remains, how can Shawn Michaels atone for his actions last week?
Whoa, easy there, big fella. I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then what are you here for, Michaels? I told you I didn't want to have anything to do with you or your crew anymore.
Yeah, about my crew. Well, I think it's gonna be pretty short-lived. After that stunt they pulled with you, I broke up the band, so to speak. As a matter of fact, I'm the one who pushed for your match with Helms tonight, so you could get a little payback.
Am I supposed to be grateful for that? I mean, who's to say that he's the one I want to pay back? Your footprint is still on my face.
Look, I understand why you're still hot about this. And all I can say is that I'm sorry for what I did 2 weeks ago. I hope you accept my apology. Because if you do, I wouldn't mind getting a piece of Helms and Benjamin this Sunday at Vengeance. What do you say?
Are you saying you want me to team up with you after everything that's happened?
Hey, we both got suckered, and we're both looking for a little revenge. Seems to be that a pay-per-view called Vengeance is the perfect place to find it, especially if it's in, oh, let's say, a steel cage. Look, I'm not asking for an answer right now. Think about it and let me know after your match. Good luck.
Oh, man, a steel cage match this Sunday.
I don't know about you, JR, but I don't think I would trust a guy who's super kicked.
Got your boy in the boot. Man, I gotta want you in my about to take me off the Godzilla bankroll, stole some chili on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazers, stay ballin' with vengeance. My arts is crafty. Dogs, why y'all stuck on Laffy Taffy? Wondering, how did y'all niggas get past me? I've been doing this before Nas dropped the nasty. My waddles, I did them up. Them bricks, I sent them up. My rap shop bit them up. For that, now stick them up. 10-4, good buddy, Tone got.
I can't say I'm surprised, King, but now that Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin are no longer a part of a stable with HBK, I guess they're okay with bringing a little backup to the ring again. So sure enough, here's Benjamin accompanying Helms for this matchup.
I think Helms is just afraid of what his opponent's going to do to him. After all, it was Helms' little white lie that got him into hot water with Shawn Michaels.
Little white lie. He falsely accused a man of assault. He should be afraid of what his opponent has in store for him tonight. This could be a sneak preview of Vengeance right here. And will this man accept Shawn Michaels' offer to team up against Michaels' former stablemates, Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin?
It's hard to say, JR. I guess it all comes down to who he thinks is most responsible for what happened. Helms and Benjamin for lying to Shawn Michaels, or Michaels for believing it and laying down some sweet chin music?
Well, either way, we hope to find out by the end of this broadcast tonight what this man's plans are for vengeance. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw has come home for one of the biggest events of the year, live in the heart of New York City.
They don't come any bigger than the Big Apple, JR, and they don't get any better than the superstars of Raw.
They sure don't, King. New Yorkers don't impress easily, but there's no doubt in my mind that the Raw superstars are more than up for the task. That went nowhere.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have...
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you. I'm not a fan of Gregory Helms' attitude these days, but I have to admit that he's been a dominant superstar in Smackdown's cruiserweight division.
Of course he has, JR. He was a Raw superstar for a long time. He was used to a much higher standard of competition when he jumped to SmackDown.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. His opponent telegraphed that one.
He's not going to get caught with that one. I'll tell you what, it seems like ever since young Gregory Helms left Raw, his attitude has just gotten worse and worse.
Yeah, but his career has taken off, JR. The first night he went to SmackDown, he won the Cruiserweight title.
Hey, Helms is a very talented young man. You can't take that away from him. I just wish he had the kind of attitude that allowed me to feel good about his success.
Well, that sounds like your problem, JR, not his. Me? I like his new attitude. I'm glad he finally got serious about his WWE career.
Gregory Helms' attitude makes me sick. After all the support he's gotten from the fans over his career, to turn his back on him now just turns my stomach.
You're always bad-mouthing Gregory Helms, JR. How about you say something nice about him for once?
All right. How about the fact that he's a multiple-time tag team and cruiserweight champion?
Big train rolling down the line makes me lonely. Sometimes I wish to ride a...
The match is over, but the big question remains. What will happen at Vengeance?
If
cage match against me and Gregory Helms tonight. But there's an old saying about being careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You sure you and Michaels are on the same page? Because I know me and Helms are, and we're gonna close the book on you two tonight.
Here we go, folks. This is Vengeance. And King, is it me, or have Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms been absolutely inseparable of late?
So, JR, if you had a plan to trick Shawn Michaels and it blew up in your face, do you think you'd go anywhere without having someone watch your back? The Heartbreak Kid has been around a long time, and you know he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
I can't argue that, King. Despite the confidence they portray, these two might be sticking together in the name of self-preservation as much as anything else at this point. Shawn Michaels is one of the most legendary and honorable superstars on the entire Raw roster, and he spared no effort to make things right once he realized he had made a mistake.
Yeah, but Michaels is also a hothead, and that's exactly why he made the mistake in the first place. You'd think a superstar with his years of experience would see stuff like that coming by now.
The icon might not have made the wisest decision in the heat of battle, so to speak, but he's more than capable of making up for it here tonight in this steel cage. And if I were Helms in this, I'd make sure my insurance was paid in full. This man has had quite a month here on Raw, from false accusations to surprise attacks. But he's looking to settle the score here tonight at Vengeance in an unforgiving cage of solid steel.
Yeah, and all three men he's in there with have been in some part responsible for his problem. Don't forget, his own partner, Shawn Michaels, hit him with sweet chin music for no reason.
We've been over that, King. HBK had a legitimate reason. It's just that his attack was misguided. He's apologized, and the apology was accepted. As far as I can.
Watch out! He reversed it! There's the reversal!
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Fred. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one. I can't believe he countered that one.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the Smackdown roster who can hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few Smackdown superstars who I'd love to have.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from Smackdown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get me.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here.
Looks like someone's making a break for it, King. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on.
And that's the top of the cage. But you still got to get out of it to win.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our Smackdown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. Smackdown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. His opponent telegraphed that one.
I'm not a fan of Gregory Helms' attitude these days, but I have to admit that he's been a dominant. He started climbing. If he makes it over the cage, he's won the match.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all the time, and he's reached the top. Looks like he might win this one right here.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
This could be over. That's the top of the cage.
Would learn a hard lesson here tonight in the cage, and he was right. Maybe they'll think twice next time they decide to pull the wool over someone's eyes.
decision I make. How can I be an individual with the weight of the world and 8 other planets to take? And with everything happening, gunshots clapping and people all running and